We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Okay, so today we will continue our examples on properties of steam. So example number 1, 3 kg of steam at a pressure of 10 bar exists in the following conditions. Calculate its enthalpy and internal energy in each of the following cases. First case is steam with X is equal to 0.91. X means dryness fraction. And second condition, steam is at temperature of 200 degrees Celsius. And here it is given that take CPS is equal to 2.1 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. CPS means specific heat for superheated steam. Okay, so first let's mention given data. Mass of steam is given as 3 kg. Pressure is 10 bar. So if we convert bar into Newton per meter square, we are required to multiply it with 10 raised to 5. So if I want to mention it in kilonewton per meter square, then it goes 10 into 10 raised to 2. Then we want to find enthalpy and internal energy for both the cases. So let's take first case where steam is having dryness fraction of 0.91. So first let's locate the point on TH plot. So let's plot first TH plot for 10 bar pressure. And here it is given that our steam is having dryness fraction 0.91, means our steam is wet. So it will be in this region between point B and C. So we want to find enthalpy and internal energy for point number 1. So now list all the properties from steam table corresponding to 10 bar pressure. Okay. So from steam table you will find these properties. HF means enthalpy of fluid means enthalpy of point B is 762.6 kilojoule per kg. Saturation temperature at 10 bar pressure is 179.9 degrees Celsius. HFG enthalpy of evaporation means enthalpy between point B and C is 2013.6 kilojoule per kg. And Hg enthalpy of gas means enthalpy at point C is 2776.2 kilojoule per kg. Vf means specific volume of fluid, means specific volume of liquid at point B where we are having saturated liquid. Vf is 0.001127 meter cube per kg. And Vg means specific volume of dry saturated steam or specific volume of gas. It is equal to 0.194 meter cube per kg at point C. Okay. So now we have collected all the properties from steam table corresponding to 10 bar pressure. So now here steam is wet, therefore enthalpy of wet steam, we all know the equation of enthalpy of wet steam is HF plus XHFG. So this data we have already found from steam table. So we get the enthalpy of point 1, that is wet steam, is 2594.97 kilojoule per kg. So total enthalpy of steam, we need to multiply the mass of steam available with this specific enthalpy. Okay, this enthalpy here small h is specific enthalpy because it is given per kg. Okay. So if we want to find energy in kilojoule, we need to multiply it with mass. Okay, that will be denoted by capital H. Similarly, internal energy of wet steam. We know the equation of internal energy, U is equal to H minus PV. We are required to find the enthalpy of point 1 in TH plot. Okay, so U1 is equal to H1 minus P1 V1. We already found the enthalpy of point 1, that is 2594.97. Okay. Pressure is 10 bar, and V1 means volume of point number 1. Volume of point number 1. From steam table we can find volume of point B, volume of point C. Point 1 is in between B and C, means it is in wet region. Okay. So volume of wet steam, specific volume of point 1 is given as X into Vg plus 1 minus X into Vf. I already derived this equation in previous lectures. Okay. X is 0.91, it is given us. Vg we have found from steam table, 1 minus X into Vf. Vf is already found from steam table. So volume of point 1 is 0.177 meter cube per kg. Okay. So put the data. H1, that is 2594.97 minus pressure 10 into 10 raised to 2. Okay, here we have substituted the pressure in kilonewton per meter square. Keep that thing in mind. Okay, because here unit of H1 is kilojoule per kg. Okay, it is in kilo. That is why we are required to take the pressure in kilonewton. Okay. Multiply by volume meter cube per kg. So we come to this value 2418.32 kilojoule per kg. So this is again specific internal energy. So internal energy is mass multiplied by specific internal energy, that is 7254.96 kilojoule. Now let's take up second case where steam is at temperature 200 degrees Celsius. Okay. So first locate the point on TH plot for second condition. Okay. I have located it over here. Why? We are given a temperature of 200 degrees Celsius and we have found the saturation temperature from steam table that comes 179.9 degrees Celsius, and we are given the temperature of 200 degrees Celsius, which is obviously greater than saturation temperature. Okay, so any temperature that is more than saturation temperature is superheated temperature. So our steam is superheated in second condition. So this 200 degrees Celsius we can consider it as superheated temperature. So here for second condition our steam is superheated. Therefore enthalpy of superheated steam means enthalpy of point 2 is Hg, enthalpy up to point C, plus this remaining portion, that is Cps T super minus T saturated. Hg we have already found from steam table. Value of Cps is given in data, multiplied by T super minus T saturated. Okay, here I have not converted the temperature into Kelvin because it doesn't matter while we take differentiation, subtraction. Okay. While we subtract the temperature, it doesn't matter whether we convert it into Celsius or in Kelvin. Okay. The difference will be same. So H2 comes 2818.41 kilojoule per kg. So this is specific enthalpy again. So we need to multiply it with mass, so we can get enthalpy in kilojoule. Now internal energy of this point 2, which is superheated. So internal energy, again equation is same. U2 is equal to H2 minus P V2, where H2 we already found the enthalpy of point 2 minus pressure is 10 bar. Okay, and volume of point 2. Now volume of point 2 means volume of superheated steam. I have already covered in last videos how to find volume of superheated steam. Okay. It is a constant pressure process. Okay, process C and D is constant pressure process. So from constant pressure process we can derive this equation that V superheated is equal to Vg into T super divided by T saturated. Okay. Vg we have found this value from steam table 0.194 multiplied by superheated temperature is 200 degrees Celsius and saturation temperature is 179.9 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now here we need to convert it into Kelvin, because while you take division of temperatures, you will get different values if you take this value in Celsius and you take value in Kelvin. So for correct answers, you need to convert temperature into Kelvin here. Okay. So specific volume of 0.2 comes out to be 0.203 meter cube per kg. So U2 comes out to be 2615.8 kilojoule per kg. Here also I have taken the pressure in kilonewton per meter square. Keep that thing in mind, because we have found the enthalpy in kilojoule per kg. Okay, that is why we are required to take the value of pressure in kilonewton per meter square. Okay, so final internal energy is 7847.4 kilojoule. Let's take up another example. 1.5 kilogram of steam at a pressure of 10 bar. 1.5 kilogram of steam at a pressure of 10 bar and temperature of 250 degrees Celsius is expanded until the pressure becomes 2.8 bar. The dryness fraction of steam is then 0.9. Calculate the change in internal energy. Take CPS is equal to 2.1 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay. So here initially we are given a steam at 10 bar pressure and 250 degrees Celsius, then that steam is expanded until its pressure becomes 2.8 bar and it becomes wet with X is equal to 0.9. Okay. So first mention the given data. Mass of steam is given as 1.5 kg. Pressure P1, first initial pressure is given as 10 bar. So if I want to convert bar into Newton per meter square, we need to multiply it with 10 raised to 5. Then to convert it into kilonewton per meter square, we need to multiply 10 into 10 raised to 2. Then initial temperature is given as 250 degrees Celsius. Then final pressure is 2.8 bar, so we need to convert it into kilonewton per meter square, that is 2.8 into 10 raised to 2. Then dryness fraction at pressure of 2.8 bar is 0.9, and we are required to find change in internal energy, means how much amount of internal energy will change if my steam is expanded from 10 bar pressure to 2.8 bar pressure. Okay. So first, from steam table, list all the properties. Okay. We already did this in previous example, that was also at 10 bar pressure, so we know these properties. Okay. So here saturation temperature at 10 bar pressure is 179.9 degrees Celsius, and we are given the temperature of steam is 250 degrees Celsius. Okay, so whatever steam is given to us is initially superheated, so we can consider temperature 250 degrees Celsius as superheated temperature. Okay. So let's find out internal energy of point number 1, and that is in superheated region. Okay. So first we are required to find enthalpy. Here steam is superheated, therefore enthalpy of superheated steam is H1 is equal to Hg, means enthalpy up to point C. It is enthalpy of dry saturated steam plus CPS into T super minus T saturated at 10 bar pressure. Okay, we are doing this at 10 bar pressure. So just substitute the values and you will get the enthalpy as 2818.41 kilojoule per kg. Now internal energy of superheated steam, U is equal to H minus PV, therefore U1 is equal to H1 minus P1 V1. Okay, here I am mentioning P1 because here we are given two pressures. Okay, so first we are finding the internal energy of initial state, that is point number 1, That is H1 minus P1 V1. H1 we have already found, P1 is 10 bar, and V1 is specific volume of 0.1. Okay, here point number 1 is in superheated region, therefore V1 is V superheated is equal to Vg into T super by T saturated. Here keep in mind, convert temperature into Kelvin. Okay. So V1 comes out to be 0.2240 meter cube per kg. Therefore internal energy, just substitute the values in this equation. So internal energy of 0.1 is 2319.8 kilojoule per kg. Now second condition of steam is 0.9, x is equal to 0.9 at 2.8 bar. So let's draw first TH plot corresponding to 2.8 bar pressure. Okay, keep this in mind. As we increase the pressure, the enthalpy of evaporation become shorter and shorter, and at some pressure there may be possible that this enthalpy of evaporation becomes a point. Okay. That pressure will be called as critical pressure. Okay. Here our second pressure is at 2.8 bar, so our enthalpy of evaporation will be larger as compared to enthalpy of evaporation at 10 bar pressure. Okay, so point B and C will be at farther distance at 2.8 bar pressure. Okay, and we are given that at 2.8 bar pressure x is given 0.9, means it indicates we are having wet steam. Okay, so wet steam falls between point B and C. Okay, so now we want to find enthalpy, internal energy of point 2. So first we will find enthalpy of point 2. Okay, so first of all list all the properties from steam table corresponding to 2.8 bar pressure. Okay, so at 2.8 bar pressure HF is 551.4 kilojoule per kg, HFG is 2170.1 kilojoule per kg, VF specific volume of fluid, means at this point, is 0.001071, and VG specific volume at this point is 0.646 meter cube per kg. Okay, here steam is wet, therefore enthalpy of wet steam is given as H2 is equal to HF plus X HFG at 2.8 bar pressure. Keep this thing in mind. In this equation you have to use properties corresponding to 2.8 bar pressure for point number 2. For point number 1 we need to use the properties corresponding to 10 bar pressure. Okay, so let's continue. So just substitute the values and you will get the enthalpy of point number 2 as this, and internal energy of point 2. Equation of internal energy is again same, U is equal to H minus PV, UT is equal to H2 minus P2 into V2. Here V2 is specific volume of wet steam. Okay, here it will be V2, not V1. Okay, V2 is equal to XVG plus 1 minus XVF. Use the value of VG and VF corresponding to 2.8 bar pressure. Okay, so consider this as V2, not V1. Okay, this is V2. So U2 is equal to 2341.668 kilojoule per kg. So change in internal energy is equal to 50.132 kilojoule per kg. Okay, delta U means U1 minus U2, internal energy at point 1 minus internal energy at point 2. So this is specific internal energy because it is kilojoule per kg. So we just multiply it with mass of steam, that is given as 1.5 kg. Okay, so change in internal energy will be 75.198 kilojoule. So I will post another video for more variety of examples from properties of steam chapter.